still Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Before we went on that very quick break, Nimi, you were touching on the story.
So like I was saying, I said if they can do this to Kim Kardashian, I can't imagine the pressure that they will put on Vanessa Bryant. If she should come out and maybe she moves on after a few years or a few months, and then people will start hounding. Exactly, people need to realize that people are going to move on. People cannot keep on focusing on what happened in the past. We have paid our respects to Kobe Bryant, but we cannot now say because of Kobe Bryant died, we will now stay in the moment of when Kobe Bryant died. People are still giving their tributes. People are still giving, they are still eulogizing the man.
Even Kobe Bryant will want you to pick yourself up and move on.
Do you understand? I even saw a tweet. Somebody was like, we're all here mourning Kobe Bryant, and I'm sure that Kobe Bryant will want us to hit the gym and do something else. So that's the kind of person this man is. He says he hates laziness. So using Kobe Bryant to say, okay, I'm not going to move on with my business, or I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to stop posting. That's not the. I don't think that's the lesson that we should get from Kobe Bryant's life.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you just said, because at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, no one is promised the next minute. So when is the best time to promote your own personal business? Do you understand? It's fair enough to say that, okay, his family members are still mourning, so they should put other things on hold. They will look insensitive, but they're not related in any way. So for crying out loud, she can go on. And this is a lesson for everyone as well, that look, the moment you die, life goes on. Do you understand? So don't think like anybody owes you anything when you die. So live your best life and just hope that when you die, you'll be remembered for good things. That's it.
And it's also important to mention to these people, as much as I say I understand where they're coming from, we can get really sentimental and emotional. All you say about Kim is probably the fact that she can go naked when she wants to. She puts out a post on Instagram, but that is their life, that is their business. And don't be surprised that from 2019, before the last quarter of 2019, they probably already had a calendar of everything she's going to put out for 2020. So it's a business, and they're not going to stop running business. It might be Instagram for you and you following your favorite celebrity,
but business.
Everything is calculated.
Nobody knew Kobe was going to die. So how would they just?
Again, may so rest in peace.
Amen. So rest in peace.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next story. We call the man who was the inspiration behind Chrissy Teigen wanting to visit Nigeria, Michael from the reality TV show, the one Ife really loves. Well, he has finally married his Caucasian fiancée in Lagos, Nigeria, after his visa application was denied. So people are really happy for him.
Very, very.
Ife.
Yeah, because this was a step in the right direction. Because his K1 visa was denied, and he was really crying over that. And,
he was heartbroken.
Yeah, it was really heartbroken, because he really wanted to join the love of his life. No, but people actually think, do you know that a lot of celebrities actually follow this? Because when it was posted, when the wedding, I saw Davido, I think I saw Dr. Dollar, I think I saw Olamide say that, and their comments were, this guy really loves this woman, he really loves Angela. Everybody thinks it's genuine, it's genuine love. Do you understand?
I don't think everybody thinks so.
No, I'm just saying, like, a lot of Nigerian celebrities are also following this, and they are saying it's, at least I just mentioned 3 out of all the ones. I can't remember.
Some comments can be sarcastic.
Exactly.
No, they can't all be sarcastic. But at the end of the day,
most of the comments on, we talk about him a lot on their page are really sarcastic, because they don't want to say what is in their mind the way it is. So
a lot of people believe that the reason why he's doing this is to secure the US visa, because everybody knows how Nigeria is, and everybody knows that
but that's the whole
dream is to
concept
leave
of the
country.
show. That's the whole concept of the show, for you to get a green card. And then people need to understand that the green card doesn't even make you a citizen permanently. It's a temporary thing. I think you have about 3 to 5 years before you can neutralize.
But if you marry the person,
something.
She has like some kind of like issues.
What's the show called again?
90 Day Fiancé. Yeah.
Okay. On TLC.
On TLC. Very, very interesting show. I love the show.
Okay. Moving on. They say divorce is not an option, and it's a sin, and it's not in our tradition. But if you die and kill someone because of anger, the same people will only cry with you as you throw your life away. Try separation first, and if things straighten, end of quote. This is a reaction to the sentence handed to Maria Sanda. a lot of people would say she deserves it, right?
I don't think she does.
I was told about another reported case earlier today, still in the northern part of the country, where another young lady killed her husband again. So I don't know if it's a trend for women to be killing their husbands.
No, I don't think it's really a trend. I think for the North, if you look at the way their culture is when it comes to marriages, some of these women don't even have a say. You know, they get married.
Even try to understand the real situation of what is going on. So I think we need to move beyond that. And also, as a human being, you cannot let people's standard define you, because I see societal standard as people's standard. And sometimes when you probe people that you can say they are the gatekeepers of these standards, when you say that. So
but I still think that the
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, so it was, and they tried to clean up the mother scene as well. Do you know, if it was something that was just the heat of the moment, you wouldn't try to clean up. You'd be in shock. Do you understand? You're being shocked, but they tried to clean it up, make it look like, oh, and then she had stories that didn't match. He fell on the bottle, he fell on the shisha bottle, and all of that.
He was stabbed 21 times. So how did he fall on the bottle 21 times? Doesn't make any sense.
So you get stuff like that makes it very difficult not to hand the death sentence. And I think it should be vice versa. Nobody's saying it should be handed to just a woman. A man who kills his wife should also get the death sentence, especially when it's premeditated. But coming back to what Toke said, I think Toke is 100% correct on this one. And a lot of people need to go beyond divorce being bad. No, it's not bad. Same way we tell people, like, look, if you're in a space and you keep getting negative vibe, move on. If you have a friend that keeps giving you negative vibe, move on. If you have... Same way, if you're in a marriage that keeps giving you negative vibe, please leave.
I like how she also said that
try separation. Exactly.
I mean, try separation and see how it works out. If this other person, whether it is the man or the woman, is ready to come to the table.
I think in some cases, separation isn't even necessary. The moment where domestic violence is involved, I don't think separation.
No, the idea of separation. No, the idea of separation comes from the fact that people can change. So I know there is also an argument for and against that, but it has happened. People do actually change. So they say that separation period is to
you move. The momentum
into life. So it's complicated, but we need to be open-minded to understand that each case has to be treated with its own peculiarity.
I also think another reason why people might want to stay in violent marriages might also be because of the fact that, not even because of their kids, but because of maybe the vows that they took, that for better, for worse.
People should stop taking that vow.
To realize that that worse is not domestic violence. That worse should not, it should not include your life.
It's part of the culture.
No, which culture?
It's part of the, like,
nobody should make me take that. I'll write my vow myself.
You know, I feel like people feel like they are bound to that vow.
I don't need to go to church.
You don't need to. You can do your own wedding your own self. You don't need to follow the standard that society has set. So I feel like some people are bound to that vow, and they feel like, oh, maybe domestic violence and all those other things are part of the downside of marriage.
Domestic violence part of it, because I don't see anywhere where it says you should.
You know, there are some people that will say that it is better for you to stay married no matter what than for you to get a divorce, which is what Toke is saying. That those people that will tell you that, oh, no matter what, stay in your marriage, they're the people that will cry if you die. They will just shed a few tears and they will move on. So above all,
then I think
they should choose
there
themselves.
should also be a lesson from the Sander thing. In as much as you have insecurity issues, you feel like you have infidelity issues in your relationship and all of that, I think a better way of communication, or a better means of communication, is better than reacting with anger, because anger can cost you everything you've ever worked for in life. So just try not to get angry and try to communicate. If communication is not working, please do divorce.
Yeah. I was going to say, please see a doctor. It sounded but yeah, I hope you get the message. Moving on to the next story, Meghan Markle's dad, Thomas Markle, threatens to do monthly interviews until Meghan contacts him. He made this known while speaking on Good Morning Britain. He also said he does not think Meghan is being bullied in any way or any shape because of racism.
Wow. Well, like I said, that is a very irresponsible father. And I don't think he really... Meghan Markle's dad.
No. are you responding to the last statement?
Yeah, to the
or-
last statement where he said that he doesn't think that she has been a victim of bullying or racism, because it was very, very clear.
But there are a lot of people who don't believe
That she was a
been
victim.
of bullying or racism. So that doesn't make him totally responsible.
No,
There
I
are people who don't believe that.
When you look at Meghan Markle's, her dad's behavior throughout the time when she has been in the royal house, it has been very, very sketchy, because he released one letter like this that she wrote to him. He released it to the press, and that was the one that made, Harry. That was why he gave them a lawsuit, and then he now said he was going to testify against Meghan in the court. So I'm like, you are doing all of these things, and because there was another interview that he did that he said that Meghan is sad. He said that he looks at her smile, and he sees that that's not the smile that Meghan used to have before. So now you're saying that she's sad in the royal family, but then you're now coming and say again that she's not a victim of bullying or she's not a victim of racism, and then you're saying that you're going to go against her in court and you're going to keep on doing monthly interviews, knowing that this thing is going to make her name to be in the news, which is what she's trying to even avoid in the first place because of her own mental health and other things. So I don't think at this point, he's doing what I feel a responsible father should do, which is putting their child's interests at the first priority.
But what do you think he should do?
I think Meghan's dad is part of the problem for the royal family and for Meghan and Harry themselves. And I think he's also part of the reason why they would even want to leave the royal family in the first place, because you're the one who's been granting interviews, who's been making a royal look negative to start with. So, and I also blame the people that keep giving him the platform for these interviews, because if he doesn't have these platforms anymore, I don't think anymore, but obviously.
So if Thomas Markle comes to Nigeria to have an interview with you, would you reject him?
Well,
I would grant him the interview.
we will speak to the man at the top.
Before you lay blames, think about it.
No, because it's Good Morning Britain. It's a British show, and he also kept on saying that they've hurt the Queen so much and all of that. He said a lot of things that is like he was trying to fuel
the hate that they already have.
So I think it
Meghan.
doesn't make any sense. So I think you should sit down. Thomas should just think before speaking.
And he's saying that he wants to bridge the gap between he and Meghan. How does he think doing this is going to bridge the gap that they already have?
I wish we had more time on this, but since we don't, my opinion stays with me on this one. And that's how I wrap up this episode of Tea Time. Thank you for watching, and my thank you as always goes to my co-anchors, Nimide Kombi and Ifeoluwa Oshunke, and the entire production team. My name is Osi Godwin saying thank you for watching and see you later.
Mona Lisa is all about me. It's all about you. It's all about our stories. The stories that never get told, but ought to.
Whereby water transportation does not make financial sense, it makes economic sense.
I was there for 2.5 hours on the floor. Nobody attended to me.
If we don't take care of the poor will take care of us.
It's about getting at the root of things and hearing from the horse's mouth.
We are fixing public hospitals to make them affordable.
In the whole of Africa, we are bigger. Nigeria, we sleep, eat, dream, fashion.
Those with the financial backing don't see fashion as an investment, which makes no sense.
If they do it for free, they won't have money for the next case.
Mona Lisa is about real life and real lives, yours and mine. Make a date with Mona Lisa, and together, let's ensure that the important stories get told.
The Oshafa Pottery Center lies in the ancient village of Oshafa in Buhari Area Council on the northern axis of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. It was established in 1991 as part of Mariam Babangida's Better Life for Rural Women project during her tenure as First Lady, showcasing the skill and creativity of women potters in Oshafa community. Sadly, the center, which was, for example, twisted strings or notched wood over the surface of the clay.
She tends to go round and round about the pot until she achieves the desired shape and height. Then there are some tools equally here she has that she used to equally design it, then shaping it, then smoothing it. have to turn and turn. She have to turn around. So that the wall will be even. If you don't turn, the wall will not be even. The essence of sheet turning is for the wall to be round, for the clay to be even round. You can see one other tool here. That one is like a rag.
Community have been willing